Yes, please.
Hey. Okay, sorry guys, we had a little bit of technical difficulty, but I wanted to come to you guys tonight and go over a few of the basic fundamental things for your business. For anybody that is new, I wanted you guys, I'm going to share my screen in a second. I wanted you guys to, well, actually, I also have Angela. She's on the call with me tonight. I'm going to go and do a screen share just so you guys can see what is in your eSuite. Let me put this up first. Because there's a lot of tools that we have in there that I think are really key to running your business. So some of the things that I wanted to talk about. So every month, I feel like that's like a refresh button that we get to go out and start our list over again for our new potentials for the month. We get to get new loyal customers that we're talking to, and we get to have a list of new potential distributors. At the same time, I think it's very important that we still have that list of the people that we've already talked to so we can follow up. So one of the things that I've been using is if you go into your eSuite, I've already pulled mine up. Let me show you. Let me do this. Ooh, that was my screen share.
I got a one right next to me.
The 100 list?
Yeah, it's always right next to me.
Okay, you can show them theirs, or I'll show them where they can find it. You can show it what it looks like.
Okay. So there's my hundreds list. Oh, hold on. Let me put my baby on the floor. It's basically the hundreds list. I probably printed it out like, I don't even know how many times at this point. But I definitely go through this probably 3 times a week. And I started one now that I just put distributors on because it was getting a little unorganized to try to find all the people who maybe started off as a potential loyal but then turn into a potential distributor. And so now if somebody turns into a potential distributor, I'll cross them off my regular hundreds list and add them to a separate sheet.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. So for you guys that don't know, if you go into your eSuite and let me see what's up. I'm gonna share my screen. If you go into your eSuite, you can log in and you'll start looking at let me see, this is like my backdrop of eSuite. So when you're in your eSuite, at the very top, we have all these different little icons. So if you click on document library like I did and you go to forms, no, sorry. If you go to training, you see the 100s list is right here at the top. I don't think I pulled that one up. Yes, I did. So then that's what it looks like. So you can write down the people's names, their phone numbers, and at the same time, I think this is something really key. Like if you're going to do it once a month, like print out a new hundreds list to see how many people this month you actually talk to, so you can kind of compare to see if you're talking to more people as the months progress, as you know, the longer you've been in the company. Because, you know, if you're filling out this whole contact form, that's about 3 people a day. If you think about it, if there's 30 days in a month, there 3 times 30, you know, is about 90. So if you're filling out 100 list of contacts, that would be ideal. And by doing that, though, you don't have to, this doesn't have to mean just go out and meet 100 people. This could even be your contacts from Facebook, but this just gives you a way to where you can be organized. You can write, even if, like, I guess if they're on Facebook and you write their name, their number, but then you can write an email. If you're not going to email them, you can write, you know, what products they were interested in, what day they said to follow back up with them. That's really key because that's how you're going to maintain and be organized. And I actually have a new schedule book that I bought because, you know, when people say follow up with me in 2 weeks, some people say follow up with me in a few days. You want to be able to remember when people say to follow up, because that's really key when you're going back to talk to people, because really it's not their responsibility to remember that you're supposed to follow up with them on Friday. That's your responsibility. So you need to make sure you remember that, because, you know, they might be ready. But if you don't remember, they're going to probably forget more than likely. So that's a really good way to make sure you follow up. Another thing that I think is really important to print off every single month in the very beginning are our steps to success. Even though it seems cliche, if you follow these steps, you will see your business grow. So step one, you see join the party. You can just put a little check if you have your auto shipment set up. But then step two, you can just use these spots and start writing down your loyal customers each month, trying to get your 4 loyals. And then for going Ruby, you can write down right here, you can write down the distributor's name, 3 distributors that you're trying to sign up. If you sign up more distributors, then you can go ahead and just fill those in as well. But if you print this off every month and your goal is to get your 4 loyals and your 3 distributors, you're going to be able to see it, you're going to be able to jot it down, and you're going to be able to remember. So I think that's a really good thing to print off. And if you fill it up one time, that doesn't mean just stop and chill for the month. Fill it up again, so print off another one. So I think that is really important. I'm going to stop sharing for right now until I come back. But I think those 2 things, if you continuously, have your 100s list and you're going through that, and then you're looking back at your steps to success, that is what is going to make you successful in this business. Like I said, it seems cliche. If you guys were on the call last night, you even heard the first lady talk about, really it's blitzing, wrapping, repeating. You can blitz via Facebook. You can blitz any way that you are working your business, and then somebody's interested in wrapping or another product, you contact them, you give them more information, and then, you just repeat it. You keep on talking to people. It's all a numbers game. That's how network marketing is. It's about numbers. So if I ask you, how's this month been going? And you're like, not too good. And then I'm like, okay, so how many people have you talked to this month? If you say, you're trying to sign up 4 loyal customers, and in the first week you've talked to 5 people, that's not a good percentage. You need to talk to more. So in the beginning, some people might have a 1 to 10 probability of signing up people. So that means if it takes you every 10 people to sign up one, you need to talk to at least 40 people. And that's just the reality. Like, the longer that you're in the business, the better you might get. You finally learn what words work better for you, how it's better for you to interact with people. But this business is a numbers game. So you want to make sure you're actually putting in the work that is needed to get the results that you want. Do you want to say anything about that, Angela?
I would just agree. I mean, you should know what your percentage is, because I think that some people think they're talking to a lot of people because maybe they talked to 10 people this week. But if your percentage is 1 out of 10, 10 people isn't a lot. If your percentage is 7 out of 10, then 10 people is enough. Put that back. Why? So, it just depends on what your number is. And after about a month, you should improve, maybe not each month, but you should be improving. But if you don't know that number, then start writing it down.
Right. So another thing that I think is key when following up, we talk about it. There's a lot of videos out there right now too, on YouTube calling about follow-up Fridays. So, a lot of people tend to get paid on a Fridays. So if you've had people that were interested in being customers, but they said not right now, maybe on payday, but they didn't give you a specific date yet, on Friday, actually Thursday night, I would pretty much be making a list of everybody that had told me they didn't have the money, or, they just didn't know yet, but then follow back up with them on Friday. And when you go to follow up with them, you can send them, if you're going to use Facebook or Instagram, you can send them a message like, hey girl, I'm placing a few orders for the rest of this week. I have 2 more spots left for the, wrap challenge. Would you like me to place your order? So when you say that, it's payday, they'll remember if they have money or not, and they're going to probably say, yes, I want to order, or what do I need to do, and ask them questions. But that's a good way to get people to go ahead and decide to sign up and go ahead and purchase their product on Friday. So a lot of the times we kind of feel hesitant because we feel like we're being pushy, but most of the time that's not necessarily being pushed. You'll know somebody will probably just be really turned off or just be like, stop talking to me. My answer is no. But sometimes people need you to kind of like nudge because they're like, yeah, you know, I'm thinking about buying it. I don't know. And if you're just like, okay, just come on and order. Most of the time they'll just be like, okay, sure. So don't ever feel like you're being too pushy. Just go ahead and, you know, ask them, are you ready to order today? And don't ever feel hesitant to say that. Like, you might be in a conversation with a potential loyal customer or distributor. Don't feel bad to ask them, okay, are you ready to sign up today? Are you ready to join today? Because that's going to give you the next answer. If their answer is yes, then they're going to sign up. If they say no, I won't have my money for 2 more weeks, that's when it allows you to get a follow-up from them. And you know you're not going to bug this person until 2 more weeks. You're not going to be following up. You're not going to be messaging because they've set that time up. The only time that it would be a difference, like if Mark, like he brought this promotion out. If somebody told me they would be ready to sign Friday, but I know the promotion goes until the 29th, which is Thursday. Is that right? Yeah, it's Thursday. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to let them know. I know you're not ready to sign until Friday, but this great promotion just came out, and I just wanted to let you know and be aware of it, just to see if you know, maybe could find some extra money or just go ahead and sign up because, you know, this deal, you know, you don't want to pass this up. You're getting a free box of WOW, which is potentially 30 loyal customers. And so that's the only time I would probably go ahead and tell somebody and follow up with them sooner than later if a promotion came out. I'm just not going to constantly be bugging them. Once they tell me, no, I'm going to, I'm ready in 2 weeks, then I leave it at that. And then that's also good on your part because you don't have to feel bad about, you know, going back like, hey, are you ready? Are you still interested? You don't have to do any of that. You ask them in 2 weeks, are you still interested? Are you ready to sign up today? They're either going to say yes or no. And if they say no, you know, something came up, I can't sign up for another couple weeks, just be like, okay, that's fine. Write it back down in your calendar book and keep it moving. So I guess for me, I wanted to also, like we were talking about the percentages and the probability, you know, to me, I feel like we need to be speaking to at least, I'm going to say at least 2 people a day. And really, that's a low number. I really think we should be blitzing and talking to like 5 to 10. If you guys want to see the results from the people that you hear on these calls or people that have promoted quickly or have been very successful, that's what it's going to take. You know, I'm not going to push anybody into doing what they don't want to do. If you want to make, you know, $500 extra a month, then we're going to set a goal and we're going to talk about how to get to 500. But if you say, Terry, I want to go diamond, I want to do this, I want to hit these promotions, then you have to be aware that means we're going to have to pick it up. We can't just talk to 2 people a day. You want to be able to have a strong team and then be consistent and keep the momentum up. So we might have to talk to more than 2 a day. And I just want you guys to be aware of that. I think it's actually good to talk to 2 potential distributors a day and maybe 5 potential loyal customers. That's like a good starting off number. I myself try to talk to as many as I can. If I have to message, you know, DM 10 people a day on Instagram just about the business, then that's what I'm going to do. But, you know, I don't want you guys limiting yourself and feeling like, well, I talked to 20 people, nobody has signed up yet, and then start feeling bad. Guess what? Maybe the first 20 people you talked to weren't the ones, but maybe the next 10 people you talk to are all going to say yes. But you would never know that if you just give up really quickly because you got 20 no's. So you have to remember, you know, don't get discouraged. Trust me, no's hurt. They hurt me as well. I don't like them, but just as long as I got that no, I know there's somebody else out there that needs this opportunity. This opportunity is going to change their life. Like they truly need this. Then 2, there's somebody that truly needs our products. You know, there's people that have been doing all the medication that they can think of. The doctor can't get their blood pressure down, or, you know, they're not able to go to the bathroom. Talking about regular. Like there's just so many different things that they truly need these products. So that's why you keep on talking and asking until you can find that person that needs this. So I don't want you guys to ever get too discouraged by getting the no's and getting the people that say that they're not interested in the products. and just keep on pushing through and keep on searching for those that do need it, because the more seeds that you plant, the more that are going to come to life. Like that's been going on right now with some of our other teammates. They messaged people, I think she said September the 7th. The people are writing her back today like, okay, I need to use some of your products. I'm ready to be a customer. You know, that's like almost 2 months. She didn't say nothing. She didn't bug the person. The person finally came back to her and said, you know what, I'm ready. That's another thing you have to realize in this business. We're building relationships. People might not comment on your Facebook post and they might not message you. They might not say anything, but they are watching. So they want to make sure that you're consistent. If you're consistently posting, you're positive, you're really enjoying your products, if you're talking about the opportunity, how it's changing your life, and you keep going, people notice that. And then that's when, you know, okay, she's been in the business for 2 months now. Maybe I'm ready to buy products from her because I feel like she's legit. And that's just understandable. That's like with a traditional business. When I started my hair business, I didn't have 100 hair clients day one. I had to build up my clientele, just like with this. You have to get that, what's the word? Like I said, you have to build up that trust. People had to know that I was selling them a good product. Then they started buying more. They started spreading the word. Other people, they were bringing people to me. So that's the same way that this business works, the same as a traditional business would. So I just want to let y'all know a little bit about that so you guys don't get discouraged. But if some of you are still in your first 30 days, or even if you haven't signed up for loyal customers now, I want you to get out a list. Write down 10 people that you have not talked to yet. 10 people. And instead of text messaging these people, I want you to call them. Tell them you just started this business, you have some amazing products, and you want them to know if they would support you. You know, they're going to say yes or no. They say no, okay. They say yes, okay, you have a new customer. But a lot of times we get so caught up on technology, we don't call people. When you talk to them on the phone, that's different than a text message. You know, people usually respond better to calls. When you're talking to some of your potentials, Angela, in the beginning, when you were talking to your friends and family, did you just text them or did you call people?
Gosh, what did I do? I actually, probably my first 10 customers were people I knew, but I actually talked to them in person.
Okay.
So, you know, like even though some of them were family members, they came down here to Florida, so I was able to talk to them in person. Um, some of my coworkers, I talked to them in person. So I didn't really start the social media probably until month 2. But even some people, like I know my friends who are social media people versus you got to call them. I mean, I have friends who won't even respond to text messages, but if you call them, they'll answer the phone. So you have to know your friends, your family. But when you first start, I suggest calling or talking to the people in person, because if you I'm that customer for one. If you talk to me in person about the cupcakes that you're making, I'm gonna buy them. If you send me a text about it, I'm probably gonna forget you sent the text, because who knows what I was doing when you sent it. And now I feel like I have to put forth effort to get them. Like that's just me. But if you told me in person or if you called me, I'm gonna order it. Like I'm gonna do it. If you make it easy for me. So I know that I'm that customer. So for me, I know that that works better. It just does. I mean, the human interaction, it's very easy for people to read your message on Facebook and never respond. But if you called them, it's kind of hard for them to just like not respond. Like nobody's going to just hang up on you. So, I mean, unless they're not your friend. But for the most part, they're going to at least respond, and at least you can respect that if they choose not to. But I would say 9 times out of 10, when you're on the phone with someone, they're at least willing to be a customer.
Right.
For something, because there's always a product for someone.
Right. And I wanted to talk a little bit more, okay, about potential distributors. A lot of people, I've heard them say like they're not able to get potential distributors. What are they doing? For me, I still have some Eric Worre books that I'm going to try to send out tomorrow to some of my new distributors. I haven't forgot. I just been really busy. I know you see me traveling. The weather here has been terrible and rainy, but tomorrow's supposed to be clear. So I'm going to send them out tomorrow. Dorian said we can move as long as we don't move for you. But, but, so when you're getting your potential distributors, the key here is when you first start talking to somebody, the purpose is not to sell them in your first conversation. The purpose is to educate them. Because if they're educated about the opportunity, they're going to know what it takes to be a distributor. They're going to know the ins and the outs. They're not going to be somebody that's probably going to quit in the first 30 days because you're going to have explained stuff to them. And that's what we want. We want to educate people, let them know how this business works, kind of talk about, you know, some days are going to be worse than others, and just letting them know, getting a good feel so they're aware when it happens. Instead of feeling like so surprised, like, wow, this was going to be so easy. I thought people were going to start falling out of the sky. No, that's why you want to talk to them and educate them on the business. Even the same with network marketing, like you talk about, it's a numbers game. You know, if some people have a really good family that family support, so you're able to get your 4 customers really fast. Other people don't have that support, so they have to, you know, either come out of their comfort zone, talk to some strangers, or they have to, you know, write people on Facebook or make posts. But my thing that I wanted to say is when you're talking to a potential distributor, when I say potential distributor, that does not mean that the person told me they're signing up Friday. That's not how I justify what a potential distributor is. If I talk to somebody and I usually try to ask them, are they interested or willing to just hear my opportunity? They say yes, that's a potential distributor. Because they're always like they're engaging into what you have to say just so you can tell them. And that's what you want to do. You want to ask people, are you interested, or do you keep your options open and how to make extra money? Do you keep your options open for residual income? You know, are you interested in diversifying your income? Those are a couple different phrases that you can use with people. But you just want to ask them, are they interested and open? And if they say yes, then now it's time to educate them on the products and the opportunity. So it's not terribly hard to get a potential distributor. I mean, I went in to City Trends the other day and I was buying my kids some clothes. I left out and the girl, and I did initiate the conversation. I was checking out and I asked her, oh, hey, is this the only place that you're working? And she was like, no, I'm actually a student at NTSU. She told me her major. It was in the science or healthcare related field. I was able to relate to her. And then I talked about how I used to work at Vanderbilt. She was like, oh, that's where my program's going to be. We started talking. She talked about how much money did I make at Vanderbilt. I told her. She got excited. And I was like, but I actually make more money than that now. And she was like, what do you do? And then because we went into conversation. But, you know, if I never went grocery shop, or if I never went to go buy my kids some clothes, I would have never talked to her. You know, did she sign on the spot? No, because I don't think too many people do that. Some people want to do their research. They want to make sure this is for them. And that's okay, because you want somebody to know this is for them when they join you, because they're more apt to staying around. So I think that all of us need to try to improve on getting our engaging with people and offering them this opportunity, because many times we get to a point to where we're running out of people on our list to talk to about the business. And that's what, if you're trying to hit these promotions and these ranks, that's what's going to grow your business. You have to find at least somebody that's going to join you, you know? So even our goal every month is to get 3 distributors. I mean, if we're getting 1, I'm still going to be okay with that. If you haven't been able to get 3, try to at least get 1. But your thing is, you're just going to educate people. And when the time is right for them, they're going to decide, okay, I'm ready for this business. And in talking to potential distributors right now that are interested, I have let them know, you know, at conference, Mark usually does announce a huge promotion. You know, you don't want to wait to February when he announces a diamond bonus of like $30,000. This is just hypothetical. Let's say he announces at $30,000. You don't want to then be signing up and trying to hit diamond in 3 months. Yes, people do go diamond in 3 months, but as that potential distributor, I'm letting them know now we know bonuses are coming out. So you want to already be in here now, already have some momentum, already know a little bit of the ins and outs. So when he does announce it, it's that much easier for you to get it, not just starting from scratch. You don't even really want to start January 1. You want to start now and be able to move through the holiday season and push as hard as you can. So that's what I've been talking to some of my people about, trying to get them to understand that they don't want to just wait. They don't want to just wait a couple of months. They wanted to give themselves as much time as possible to be able to make these moves. And that's the same with the Ruby bonus. Right now, they have until the end of October to sign up to get that $500 bonus. You know, they might extend the bonuses. They probably will. But who's to say that next month Mark might say, okay, the Ruby bonus is $250. We don't have any idea what the amount is going to be. You know, Noel, stop that. So if he keeps the bonus there, he could still change the amount of money and they're going to miss out. So we still have to have that sense of urgency. You know, I need you to try to get in right now. I have no idea what he's going to do because we don't. Right now, we do know it's $500. It's better to do that than to wait. And, you know, next month might be $200. You don't want, you know, if you're going to go ahead and sign up, sign up. Don't wait to see what else is going on. Do you have anything about getting potential distributors, Angela?
I would just say I agree with what you said. A lot of times when I'm talking to some of my distributors and asking them if they have any potential distributors, sometimes they'll say no, which to me is just like completely impossible. Because if you are blitzing and you have potential anything, we should be offering everyone the opportunity. And if that person's willing to listen to the opportunity, then we should be counting them as a potential distributor. So it doesn't have to be somebody who came to you asking about the opportunity. I mean, gosh, that's probably only happened to me 5 times in a year. If anything, it's always me presenting the opportunity to someone and them just accepting the follow up. You know, sure, I'd be interested in hearing about, you know, your business. And so, bam, they go on the potential distributor list, you know, and I'll go about it however, whether it's going to be a 3-way call, sending them a video, um, meeting with them, however further that goes. But, um, you know, if you're brand new and you have a potential distributor, or if you have someone who does just come up to you and says they want to join, still make sure you team up with your upline because you may not have all of the information that that distributor is looking for, that potential distributor is looking for, and you don't want to turn them away or make them feel like, oh, well, she doesn't really know what she's talking about, or he doesn't really know what he's talking about, so I don't want to join at all, let alone, you know, them turning around and joining somebody else. So, you know, don't feel like teaming up with your upline is taking away anything from you. Your upline wants you to recruit distributors just as much as you want to recruit distributors. It helps both of you. So, yeah, I would just say that.
Right. And I wanted to go over a little bit basic of the compensation plan. So um, I'm gonna talk about it through the Ruby chart. So actually, so hold on, let me screen share. Make sure that's right. So I'm going to talk about to be commissions qualified. As we all know, to be commissions qualified, there's 2 ways. The way that I really preach is having your ADBV auto shipment on. So when you have that auto shipment on, you don't have to worry about customers returning their orders and then you losing out on your personal volume and that like taking away your paycheck, because when you start to have people under you, you know, your GV is going to be higher than your personal volume. So even if your GV, which means group volume, like we just see right here, if your group volume, let's say it's 4,000, you personally only have, you know, 112 in orders, but you didn't run an auto shipment, you're not going to get paid on any of that 4,000 GV under you because you're not commissions qualified. So that's why I just run my auto shipment every month, so I don't have to worry about a customer returning an order and messing up my whole entire paycheck. So, you know, like I said, though, you can have 150 personal bonus volume and be commissions qualified. So if there's a month that a person is like, absolutely, you don't have the money, and you just have, like, to me, if you don't have the money to run your auto shipment, your goal is to be busting your butt getting these loyal customers to get yourself commissions qualified. So, you know, you don't have an excuse to say, well, I don't have the money, so I can't get paid this month. No, that just means you're going to have to work harder and push yourself harder to make sure you do get your paycheck. Because, like, you know, you already don't have money to run your auto shipment. So instead of using that as a reason why you can't push your business, you need to use that as your reason why you are going to push your business, because you don't have money. Sorry, these dogs are barking. And you're trying to make a way and trying to come up with a way to be able to support your family. So when we're looking at how to chart for all our promotions, the first promotion, you guys know, is an executive. So an executive has 2 distributors under them. Each distributor has 400 GV. What that means is this box right here, this distributor could have another distributor under them, but them together in a group has to total 400 volume. So as long as this one leg under the person that's an executive is 400, that's considered a qualified leg, which is this 400 GV leg. And to be an executive, you have to have 2 qualified legs. So you have to have 2 legs that have 400 GV. And like I said, that is, like, you only have 2 distributors, that means those distributors are going to have the 400 volume. But if your distributor signs a distributor, those 2 combined in that leg are going to have to be 400. So that's how that works. So most people, when they're joining, they're looking and they're trying to make sure that they hit their Ruby promotion. So to go Ruby, that means that you're going to have 1 person under you that is an executive. And this person in the executive spot, if you're promoting to Ruby this month, the person that's an executive has to be commissions qualified. You have to be commissions qualified to promote. Even the person that's going Ruby, you have to be commissions qualified to promote. Or if not, you're going to have all the things in place, but you're not going to promote up. You're going to stay at the same rank. So when you're going Ruby, you have an executive leg, and the executive has 2 legs under them that are at 400 GV each. Then you have signed up 2 other people that are on your top line, and they're 400 GV a piece as well. So you ideally are signing up 3 people. One of the people are pushing really hard, like you, trying to hit Ruby, so they found 2 people to sign with them. Then the other 2 people are just really busting it, getting loyal customers. So they'll have 400 GV each. And like I said, the GV means group. If there's only 1 distributor there, then that 1 distributor is the whole GV. So I don't want you to think that this is hard. Once you get distributors in place, let's say the skinny pack is 80 BV. And if you're selling triple threat is 92. If you find 4 customers that buy triple threat or skinny pack, and then you run your 80 BV auto shipment, that's a 400 leg. So you can have 4 customers buying the skinny pack, and then you run your 80 BV auto shipment and you're a 400 leg. Now, being a qualified leg, you know, that's helping yourself, that's helping your team, that's helping, you know, the person who you're on a team with. And it also, it makes it, what's the word? I'm not going to say you're reliable, but you know, you're a 400 leg. That means you're working, and the person above you, they see that, and they're going to recognize you working hard. So your goal every month, you want to try to be have 400, even PBV, personal bonus volume. You want to sign up 400 in volume every single month. Sorry, I'm trying to do this math to see exactly, making sure what I just said. Okay, but yes, ideally you want to try to get 400 personal bonus volume every month, and you want to keep pushing, because eventually, I don't know if everybody knows, like I said, to go executive, you have 2 distributors under you that have 400 volume. At some point, you know, let's say this person right here is Sally. Sally might only have 350, and you get one new loyal customer, and they're like a 50, they buy a box of wraps for 54 BV. You're able to move that loyal customer under Sally to get her past 400. And that could have been the last little bit you needed to promote. So, you know, you can help yourself get to certain ranks by doing that. But ideally, if everybody's doing their part and working hard, nobody has to give away any of their own loyal customers. You're able to just keep your own volume, work on your loyal customer bonus, which is you get 60 loyal customers. You're able to get a $600 bonus on top of your commissions check. So for me, that would be, you know, something, especially in the very beginning, that you're really pushing for. So I don't want anybody to feel like they have to, like they're in this alone. You want to have a team that's working hard too. And I guess if anybody has any questions about the Ruby chart or about qualified legs and commissions qualified, please post that in our group. But I just really wanted to go back over that, what it means to go Ruby, and also to get your Ruby bonus. Let me say that again. So if you're shooting for Ruby bonus, that $500 bonus, you have to get 4 loyal customers in your first 30 days. You have to get that $120 free product credit to be able to get the Ruby bonus. If you don't get that, but you still go Ruby in 2 months, you know, you don't get the $500 bonus, but you still do get paid as a Ruby. So don't get discouraged if that happens, but just keep pushing. You know, I don't know too many people besides Kenitha so far is the only person in my downline that actually has went Ruby in 2 months, I believe. There might be 2 more. Sorry, my Aunt Dell, she did it. And there might be 1 more person, but still, there's like 3 people out of my whole downline have done it. So I'm not going to say it's impossible, but you're going to have to be dedicated and put in the work to get it to happen. So with that being said, I just wanted you guys to stay encouraged. I wanted you guys to remember to keep those lists active every month. As the new month is coming up, print out a new 100s list. Print out a new steps to success and put that up, and know that you're going out every day to try to fill up the steps to success. Hey, you might want to challenge yourself and say, I'm going to try to get 4 loyal customers a week and try to fill that part up every week. You know, you can challenge your own self and decide how far and how much you're going to push yourself. So I want you guys to just stay encouraged. Remember, Fridays are great days to follow up with potential loyal customers and distributors. Most people get paid. And oh, my one thing about social media that I did want to briefly touch on. So a lot of the times we can get caught up with trying to post on Facebook or Instagram. I really want to let you guys know and share using some social media tools. I want to have a separate training on this because it can get a little bit in depth. But there's different apps out there like Buffer, Hootsuite, Posto, just like some other different things that you can use that you can schedule posts. So you can go ahead the night before, or even you can schedule these things days in advance. You can schedule your posts that you're going to put on Facebook so you at least have something coming up. So a lot of the leaders, some of the leaders talk about doing a 3-3 rule, meaning they want you to post at least 3 before and afters and 3 lifestyle posts. Before and afters now, that's another thing. They have cracked down. It has to be compliant. If you have any questions, you need to go in our group, the Rap Crew Graphics, and there are a lot of new pictures in there that have been approved by corporate and are compliant. So use those pictures, like have before and afters, have them scheduled out 3 before and afters a day. You want to have one in the morning, noon, in the evening. You kind of know what times that is for your followers, but you want to do it in the morning. A lot of people get on Facebook before they go to work. A lot of people get on Facebook or Instagram at lunch, and they get on it when they're going to bed at night. So ideally, you want to post at least 3 before and afters. and 3 lifestyle posts. By lifestyle, you can just be like, you know, I'm at my job, just counting down the days till I know I'll get to be home, be with my children, have my freedom, pay off my car, my debt, whatever, but have a post that's relating to people. And at least if you go ahead and post those, now when you're out, you know, you're at lunch and you have like, what did I eat today? A gyro, you can take a picture of that and just have that as like a filler post. So you can have like, you can still have your post every day. I take a picture of my daughter, what she has on, or with my kids if they do something cute. But those are like different posts I get to put in, but I don't have to have those already scheduled. I just have the basic, you know, before and after of hair, skin, and nails, the before and after of the wraps, the before and after of the skinny pack. Like those type of posts are good to already have scheduled because you're going to be posting those anyways. And there's this huge paragraph that Susan posted in Diamonds Are Forever that if you don't understand about the photos needing to be compliant, I really suggest you go and look at those and read up on it, because there's a lot of stuff that has changed in these last couple of days or weeks that they're trying to protect our company and making sure that we have pictures that are real and legit, and you don't have to worry about somebody getting mad trying to sue you. Well, not you, but you know, it works, saying that they had false advertising. That's just going to keep you you know, up and keep us as a company, make sure that we're holding ourselves to the high standards of having real photos and not having people on Instagram say like, I never used it, works, I'm tired of people using my picture. That doesn't look good for the company. So the company wants to make sure that these pictures are real, which is just going to hold us, we're going to be even more credible when people do see It Works posts. They're going to know that these are real photos of real people. And like I said, I'm going to do another training regarding social media more in depth. But just think about having an app that will go ahead and let you schedule your posts so you can go ahead and get that done. So you're not boggled down every day trying to just do all these posts, that you're able to actually go to work, because most of you guys still do work. You just have your posts set and they're going to just show up on your page. So people are going to be seeing what you're doing. Also, I wanted to let you guys know we're planning on doing a team wrap party on Thursday, so we can end the month out strong. And we want it to be on Thursday night because most people's paychecks hit maybe at midnight or Friday morning, so they're able to buy on Friday and Saturday. So we can try to get these last orders in before the 1st. So we want to do it on Thursday. Stay tuned. I've started creating the event right now. I just got to find some pictures that I want to use. But like I said, I want to do a team event on Thursday for the wrap party. I think I'm going to start it at about 8:30, something like that. But it's going to stay for a couple of days so people are able to actually go back in there, like I said, and they have until the 31st to actually purchase. And another thing, so we're going to have a training every week on Tuesday. We're going to do an opportunity meeting on Sundays, probably about 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8. That'll probably be hangout style, or it could be a phone call. I want us to also have a prayer call on Monday mornings before we go into work for the week. And right now, those are the most consistent things that I know that we're going to do at least every single week for the whole entire team. But I just want to make sure that we stay on top of everything. We keep in touch with each other, keep each other encouraged, because like I was saying the other day, everybody else that's not in network marketing thinks that we're crazy. So we have to surround ourselves with each other and constantly be there for support, to let each other know that no, you have to keep pushing for your dreams. They just don't know and they don't understand. So we just have to, you know, stay in touch with each other. But I think that's about all that I have. Do you have anything, Angela, that you want to say? No,
I would just say the thing is to stay plugged in, watch the trainings, get on your eSuite, watch the trainings in there, and stay plugged in and ask questions if you have questions. Because a lot of times somebody in the group has had the same scenario. So don't try to do it on your own. That's why we are a support system. among each other. I mean, Terry's a double diamond. She might have questions that maybe she hasn't gone through that I have. Or, maybe I'm asking somebody who just started because they might have some insight, on certain demographics that we haven't tapped into yet. So definitely ask questions if you have questions. Listen to the corporate calls, every week, and stay plugged in. And the biggest thing that I see the top leaders say is that they watch YouTube, or that before they were top leaders, is that they would watch the YouTube videos of top leaders. So just get on YouTube and search our top leaders. If you don't know who they are, message your upline. We have plenty of names to give you. And just listen to what they said and say and what they do. And for the most part, it's pretty much probably what we're doing now, because we've kind of got hip to that. But there might be some things we missed. Download Periscope, it's free, and watch our top leaders on that as well. So biggest thing to me is to stay plugged in, because it keeps you motivated every day. And we have our little personal challenges. That definitely, as a red, that motivates me. I want to know that I'm going to beat Kanitha in distributors this month.
I don't know if she's watching. She is, Kanitha. She just called you out.
Calling you out.
Anywho, I'll wait to see if she messages me in a second to see if she saw that. But yeah, like she said, stay plugged in. I'm going to also post something about a book that I want to start training on. If you want to push yourself, you want to get in a leadership role, I have a good book that I definitely want to read that I've seen some of the other top leaders, Black Diamonds, Ambassador Diamonds in our company reading. So to me, I know for sure we need to be reading that. So I'm going to probably start that up. I don't know. Kanitha just messaged me. I think she's watching. But so I think that I want to start that maybe the second week or like the end of the first week in November to start reading that book together. But just like I said, stay focused, keep pushing. Don't forget, right now as we're planting seeds, people are going to start their New Year's resolutions definitely come the beginning of January, February. So you might get more traffic then, but just keep pushing now. The harder you push, you're still going to be able to get loyal customers. Don't forget, we have a brand new product line coming out on November 1. So be excited about that. That's why your potential customer list is important, because when those products come out, you're able to go back and tell all those new people, guess what just came out. So yes, make sure you're writing stuff down. Try to get as organized as the best as you can, because I'm telling you, you don't want to be like me after a year plus and still have like notebooks upon notebooks upon notebooks everywhere, all scattered out, and not be completely organized. If you can get organized and find a good system now, it's going to better serve you throughout the long run. But that's about all that I wanted to talk about tonight. And we're going to do our team online wrap party on Thursday night. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment under the link for the training that's in our group page, or I'll just start in a new thread. But wait 1 second. But other than that, everybody have a great night, and we will talk to you guys soon.